Hi guys, another video today. Hopefully you watched my other ones on who I am and why I'm an AMSOIL guy and how it's helped me, and also realize that under these current situations with COVID-19 that you can still work on your car if you're on lockdown at home, and AMSOIL today is still shipping. They are an essential business. I thought I'd do a couple of videos on how to move up to AMSOIL. That's kind of one of their themes, is how to move up to AMSOIL. So for changing your oil, there's a few different kinds of oil tiers to go through, and I'll explain that in the next video. But in this video, it's how to prepare your engine. If you've been using regular oil in your engine, you have a dirty engine. Bottom line. It's just, I don't care if you've been changing it every 3,000 miles, there's some type of sludge buildup in your engine somewhere, and from whatever reason. All motors aren't the same. So what you want to do is you want to put some flush in your engine. You put your flush in, you put a bottle of this in your crankcase, and you run it for 10-15 minutes, and then you drain your oil like normal. I'll post some links in the comment section here on some studies here on the flyer on this. You can see before and after pictures. These are real before and after pictures. They are not made up. Real independent studies, independent labs showing the difference in what the flush does. So after you put that in and you drain your oil, you change your oil just like you normally would. If you're like me, who you don't necessarily change your own oil, I dump this in before I head up to my shop where he changes my oil, and it takes me 10-15 minutes to get there, and I get there and it's all ready to go. He just drains it and changes the oil. I bring my oil and my filter to him, and he changes it for me. I do that on my newer vehicles. As I pointed out in my first video, I do that in my new vehicles because of the warranties. They have extended warranties for lifetime powertrain warranties that aren't from the manufacturer, and they require that you follow the manufacturer's recommendations on oil changes, and they have to be done at an ASE certified shop. They actually have to, if you have a car dealer out there that says we warranty your drive chain for the lifetime that you own this vehicle, you read the fine print, because it'll tell you in there you have to go to their shop and get it done. The sales guys are going to tell you, and I've had this happen, sales guys, yeah, you can do whatever you want. You just have to have a receipt. That's not what the warranty says. The warranty says you got to go back to that place you bought it from and have them change it. Otherwise, there is a phone number in there you can call and get permission, I guess it's permission, or authorization maybe, to go someplace else. And that's what I've done. I've called the number and I said, you know, the place where I bought them is 60 miles away. I'm not driving over there every time I want the oil change. I'm going to go to my local guy here. He's an ASE certified shop, and they said that's fine as long as he logs it, and you're good to go. They have to verify that it was done. So he does it for me. Doesn't charge me much, and I give him all my other business too, though. So on my older cars, when something breaks, he's the guy fixing it. Anyway, you want to do the oil flush. If you don't do the oil flush, people will have a situation where they have high oil burn usage. They'll put the AMSOIL in and they'll complain, oh geez, you know, I had to top it off the first week and then I was out of oil 2 weeks later and blah blah blah. It's because they didn't do what they were supposed to do. Put the flush in. It'll clean your motor. Otherwise you're making the oil clean your motor and it's burning up. There's that much crap in your motor that you're burning up the oil, cleaning up all the crap in your engine. So if you put the flush in, you won't have that problem. You'll hear that often from AMSOIL people, or people who tried AMSOIL. Oh God, I can't use that. All my oil was gone. It leaked all over. No, it didn't. It didn't leak anywhere, unless you got a leaky engine. That's totally different. But that'll be from. It doesn't matter who it is, whose oil it is going to leak out of your motor. But you're going to burn oil because it's going to clean it up. I've seen it happen. I know it happens. I had one guy. He put AMSOIL in. He took off on a trip. He was from Minneapolis, went halfway through South Dakota, and oil light came on. So he was all ticked off at me and everything, so he put regular oil in it again. I convinced him. I said, you're doing it wrong. Do the flush. We did the flush. We put in another change. I paid for it. I put another oil change in there, and I said, we'll change this oil at your time you say you want to change it. He was a 3,000 mile, every 3,000 miles had to be changed. So we changed it at 3,000, and then I said, now we're going to change it one more time. We're going to flush it and change it one more time, and then you're not going to change the oil at 3,000. You're going to follow the onboard computer telling you what your oil life is. Went on another trip. He drove down to Arizona. He was in Arizona all winter. He drove back. He didn't even change it until he came back. He was still he was just under 100%. I think he said he was like 90, 89, 90% oil. He doesn't drive a whole lot other than the trip back and forth. But when he got back, he changed the oil. No more oil loss. It was purely a process of cleaning out the motor. Tells you how dirty your motor is. So easiest way to do that, instead of doing the multiple changes, just flush it. Flush it. I flush mine once a year, the older ones anyway. The newer ones, I started as soon as I bought the new vehicles. First oil change, a couple thousand miles on them, and I just had them changed out to oil or to AMSOIL. So I do that with all my vehicles. Change out all the fluids to AMSOIL right away. Yeah, that's about it. If you have any comments, ask me in the comments section. I'll have some more videos coming about what the next steps are and what your options are for oil. So I'd appreciate a like and a share. Do that in the comments as well, and then I'll have more videos coming. Appreciate everybody. Stay safe. Like I say, we're in this COVID-19 situation right now, so please stay safe. I hope you're all the best, and stay well. Thanks.